Morning gamers, we're playing Bretonnia today and finishing the talk about Manslayer. So if you don't want spoilers for Manslayer once it starts, we should be done by the 4-minute 12-second mark. Now this is just like a rough estimate based off of my talking points. Outside of that, we're playing Mighty Bretonnia. We're choosing the Beast Slayer faction. I thought that was a pretty fitting faction. I didn't know it was going to be fitting, but hindsight is 2020. Outside of that, I do hope you guys enjoy the episode, as always. And I really do think I figured out Bretonnia this time. So first things first, let's talk about what we do until the 4-minute 12-second mark. We're going to be taking on the orcs. I think we're going to do a big final battle against them, and that should be what takes up all that time. Now let's talk Manslayer. That fucking ending, dude. Okay, pausing so people can skip. Holy shit. So the entire time, right, it's betrayal after betrayal. Expertly written. I knew the fire mage was a bad guy. Pretty instantly, one arm, just kind of like he didn't play me right. It really, I knew it the second they're like, he inspected the cannons and the cannons ended up corrupt. I'm like, that dude's a bad guy. It's going to be a big fight. The city watch guy, I didn't quite peg him. I actually pegged the PETA. Dude, PETA died. Fuck's sake, the clumsy little guy, the little apprentice died. Dude, I thought he was going to, like, possess the cannons and make them not work. And I do think he, Chaos cannot corrupt such a pure soul as PETA. He went straight to Sigmar. He is the absolute GOAT. I will not take any slander, okay? The mage got fucked up, his creation got fucked up, and they jump off. And then the reintroduction of Thankwell after 20 years expertly drew me back in for Elf Slayer, Shaman Slayer, Road of Skulls, and all that. It was really good. I felt it was a encapsulation of what the rest of the series had meant and what they had represented, like the earlier books. God, I want more of this. Like, pre-chaos, I want it, but I have a feeling it's going to be such a perfect story with, the end times and everything. I just wish they stopped the end times. Like, that is my wish of wishes. Let's, no. And the reason I got back into it, I was trying to take a break till they Audible gets all their stuff down and gets it recorded, as I know they're pretty close to getting everything down, right? So what I had done was taking a wide break, but then today at the gym I had no Wi-Fi. There's also all the fucking drama and shit, nonsense. And instead of watching Joe Hill's Hermitcraft, I decided, I'm gonna listen to the last 2 hours and 56 minutes of Manslayer. It was so fucking good, dude. Unbelievably. I will always preach that I hope since Old World, holy shit words, is coming back, that they will kind of retcon the end of Godric and Felix, which I haven't gone to yet, but I know of. Like, it's infamous. And I hope they, alternate reality, whatever. Maybe even, like, if you aren't willing to undo it, just, like, add more stories before it happens. Like, them traveling through Araby, Cathay. You're bringing those factions back. You're bringing back Chaos Dwarves. Have him interact on likely alliances with Chaos Dwarves or something and just hating it. Just getting to see that perspective in some of those more stories if you're not willing to undo end times. If you're willing to undo end times, then I would love, some more, like post, like they kill Archeon and alternate reality type shit. It would be lovely. Now we're sieging these orcs. We're doing a lot of work. We're putting in solid work. The Wood Elves go with us. This isn't something I'm going to go over really, but they really did repeatedly make alliances with me and then betray me. It was just kind of silly. Then here I had to make a decision between the northern threat and the southern threat, or more like the westward and eastward. I chose Musilion. They're a Bretonnian faction. I really wanted to take them out before they could vassalize one of the factions that I wanted to vassalize here through research to unite Bretonnia. I really do like this Beast Slayer guy. Now, there's so many other lords I enjoyed, but I love the Beast Slayer because he upgrades spearmen and glaives, and like really does upgrade them. Like, it's not like a minor upgrade. He makes them extremely good. We even got an ambush here. And he makes them absolute beasts. And having a good little set of knights, he also upgrades high tier knights. So you kind of get that combo of like the perfect army through him. But some of these other armies were really good. Like when I vassalized them, some of them really upgrade priestesses. Some of them just like basic like tier 2, tier 3 knights. Up to the point where they can compete with tier 4. And if you play them right, tier 5 units. And I think that's a really cool concept, like having a faction that focuses on traditionally, like, oh, I would get rid of my knight errants and upgrade for Grail knights and stuff later on. But in this game, or in, with factions expanded, there's a reason to stick with shittier units. And even here, they aren't upgraded yet. Like, the spearmen aren't severely. But even here, you can see them fucking standing strong. I've finished Norse Dwarves at this point. I'm going to come back and play this faction and fight against Chaos and the like. Unite Bretonnia, fight against Chaos. It's going to be a whole thing, I assume. Let's keep pushing this. This was a tough battle, dude. Any battle against Musilion's pretty fucking tough. They're an absolutely beastly little faction. I do enjoy it. I mean, they are chaos, or not chaos, vampires. Same diff. They're a chaos faction. They're not an order faction. But in the end times, they do unite. I mean, come on. Vampires are not pro-chaos. They're actually resistant to it. They're undead, so they're useless to chaos, so they really do have to make a case for themselves fighting chaos. Our knights took out their back line of bowmen. We really just harassed them here. A lot of micromanaging with these 4 or 5 knight units we had. We distracted their black knights while we caused just extreme army losses with what we did have available. Chased down a lot of their bowmen who would have just inflicted maximum casualties on our spearmen. Our spearmen are able to hold the line really well, and our lord and our hero are absolute beasts. I think I was ending on the point last recording session or last voiceover that the Norse Dwarves campaign is over. I made the angriest dwarf. I put on my classic runes, the health boost, the armor boost, the spite, like damage to surrounding opponents' runes on him. And Archeon and all them came around up through Hell Pit, and I wiped the fucking floor with them. Like, because he just set up repeated ambushes, because he had a lot of ambush perks, or like feats or traits. And what I did was I ambushed Kolek, then I killed the beautiful Slanesh guy, and then Archeon came up, and I wiped the fucking floor with him. Like, I actually did the battle, and oh my god, my dwarf one-on-one him. Essentially, my dwarf took no fucking damage with 170-something armor, and this dude just fucking absolutely died, like, instantly. So it was a good-ass battle. Who texted me? Oh. No, but here we go. It's army losses pretty much at this point. They're crumbling, or they're undead. They aren't undead. They are loyal, human Bretonnians. We won this. We lost 2 knights. It's not that bad. I mean, they were our better knights, but, they're loyalists. They died in the face of glory, honor, and for the lady, so it was worth it. Now we're going to plow our way through here, fight it again. We conjoined a lot of our units to make it happen. We took this settlement. It's perfect. Let's go ahead here. What are we doing? Ignore it. Reprimand them. I try to more roleplay do that. We're going to demand fealty, which is going to remove our chivalry. We don't have enough money to give it, to give them money. And we're going to start stacking up chivalry pretty easily the further this campaign goes. So we go ahead, demand fealty. There we go. Our chivalry's in the fucking negative, and so's our money because factions are somehow able to recruit 220 stacks. But we trade off because they had some better units that they recruit out of thin air. So we went ahead and took those over to our side. Do I want the siege weaponry too? I do. But we'll take that a later time. This legendary lord buffs up knights, like he was the one I was talking about. Absolutely badass. He isn't vowed up like your legendary lord. Your legendary lord starts, at least with beast slayers, starts with all 3 vows, and it's pretty badass. Let's go ahead. What are we doing here? Bordeaux. They want to get an alliance with us. We'll go ahead and take it. There's no reason not to in the least. Let's go ahead here. And then these guys come to fight us. Albion, if it's not controlled by a player, is essentially a fucking chaos faction. Like, they just... There are buildings you can get that make Albion a chaotic place and make chaos heal you and stuff, and then they aren't hostile to chaos armies when they spawn. And they always go that route. And they go to war with the Order factions, which sucks, because they're one of those bordering factions like Dark Elves, where it's like, yeah, they worship Slanesh, but also, when Chaos spawns, you are still having to kill Chaos. But, I don't know. They don't do it quite as good as I wish they did. We double stacked up infantry here, 2 regiments on each point, just making an absolutely beastly little line of defense. And look at that wave of For the Lady or whatever moving over all of them, giving them physical resist, ward resist, everything we could want. Absolutely badass formation. These guys kind of do kick my ass 2 ways from Sunday. They have the Earth lore of magic. Fucking hate it. They're absolutely beastly. Those explosions just eat through my troops. My troops aren't going to lose. They're being encouraged by, like, the knight and the paladin, who just will not fall easily. And then we got the hammer and anvil with the horsemen. So, yeah, we aren't going to lose. But also, these guys are fucking... they're berserkers. They're basically unbreakable. Like, Albion, I didn't give enough credit when I was playing it. It is... For such basic units here, these are tier 1, tier 2 units versus, glaives, so tier 3 units from Bretonnia, and like 2. Bretonnia is some of the best lords and heroes with the hero's journey and stuff. I don't know if you guys get what I'm talking about, but those traits you can get that's like, legendary and shit like that. I forget what they're called, but they're absolutely beastly. I just didn't want to fight them again, so I sent my lords lord hunting. Just killed their fucking lord. Oh my gosh, it was a tough battle. We didn't lose as many troops as I thought we would. They retreated. They aren't going to take any damage here because we're an Order faction and they're an in-between faction. It's not like on death and like, and yeah, there, our lord, as we just won a battle, progresses up. It gives you chivalry and stuff and honor, and they progress, and it gives them a bunch of fucking perks. It's why some of these lords can be some of the most powerful in the game. Like, I'm not going to discredit it. They're absolutely beastly. We sent our lord out here to go get these. Mostly because I wanted to confederate another faction. I knew this would give me a hunk of chump change. There we fucking go. Barrow Legion, they started to suspect something was up. So they begged for mercy. He's like, hey, we're good here, right? Right? You're going to let me take this mountain range and progress up. Well, no, it's not Warhammer 3. In Warhammer 2, he's a very conservative guy. In Warhammer 3, that dude, he goes right after you. He comes up to kick the Empire's ass. But Warhammer 2, the only thing fucking with the Empire is Sylvania, right? Like, like, they progress their way through, then usually the Empire will beat them back, or it will be an even divide by the time Chaos comes. And by turn 200, 300, Carrick, Kudrin, or whatever, the Grudge Bearer, Thorgrim, will come on down, or come up and take Sylvania. So, it's not bad. We beat her army, instantly sued for peace because she was fucking dead. So, then we came up here. Oh my gosh, excuse me. As always, if my throat or voice is fucked up, I got mad excuses and always will. We're gonna go ahead and declare war on these guys. Let's do this shit. Come on. Oh yeah, he's gonna fall for this fucking ambush. He can't see it coming. Dude, and that's like the perfect cinematic place for an ambush. We have this little army of Bretonians, marching by when, we declare war on them. They rush out. He's like, meat to the grinder. And then out of the tree line comes a whole 20 stack, and he gets ambushed. Like, thematically speaking, that's pretty badass. Because it's a little valley entrance up into this mountain. So, makes sense to me. Let's go ahead and take this. I feel like I don't have a Bretonnia Regiment of Renowned unit pack on, because they only have like 6 Regiments of Renowned. It feels kind of not upgraded. And then we got this one, and we can appease the lords and basically get this faction. They sent me negative because they have 2, cities that make no profit, so of course they can field 2 full armies. So we're gonna go ahead and have to manage what sort of shit they have. Within 1-2 turns we'll do that. And these guys wanted a defensive alliance. It was worth it. They could help guard my little entrance, and we had a lot of alliances, trade agreements, everything just pouring in. Rule 7 of the Bretonnian Code. Be nice to your mom. Send her a birthday letter. Hurrah. Okay, we can't afford to occupy that building. Let's go ahead and cancel the construction. We can do that next. I would really like to occupy this because it's a fort at the west. Those are going to be our holding out points from what do you call it? We're going to go ahead, the Bray Herd, Toxic Herd, whatever. These guys are fun. I've played them. They're pretty cool. They spread a lot of plague. It's your basic beastmen, though. I mean, yeah, beastmen have not gotten updated, and they'll probably get one soon. I don't know. Right now, they're focusing on other factions. I can't wait till dwarves, all that stuff. It's gonna be absolutely fucking lovely. I hope they listen to player feedback, because there's a lot of mods that do great shit, like the underway mods and shit. Like, I was just doing that in what do you call it? The underway in Warhammer 2. Yeah, no, literally this. But holy cow, let's wrap this up. We're approaching the end, and then once I'm done here, I'm actually gonna probably do 2 today. I'm just on I'm on a grind. It's almost 10 a.m. It'll be 10 a.m. when I finish this video. That's just crazy to me. I came right home from the gym and just got to work. Let's go ahead. What are we doing this time? It's this northern little faction. They actually didn't send me into the negatives, which is pretty fucking cool. You know, we traded off all their units. We just gotta get rid of the final little group. Let's finish trading here. Bring this guy down here with his new full stack. And bring this guy over here, trade him over. And then I'm actually going to trade over a lot of the full stack from this guy. But I didn't need to show all of that. Let's go ahead. Come on. Scratch the fuck out of my ear real quick. There we go. We're going to go ahead. You can see I'm bringing him back up here. And let's finish upgrading here. You know, it's a little bit of a clip showing what I've been doing. Then let's, what's happening north? I wanted to make a military access with them so I could see what was happening north. They're strength rank 2. I'm strength rank 3. I'm an absolute beast. I'm on their border. You know, the Empire's not going to pick a fight with me, but I wanted to see what they were fighting because they seemed to be fucked up. And I also wanted to send out this knight to do his knightly duty. Because he had a vow to complete, so I wanted to take him down to take a Beastman faction. But we ended up getting this pirate in our way. Pop a save real quick. Oh my gosh. Left that in. How blumsy of me. I left a save in. Oh lord. Let's go ahead and take this. Minimal losses. I mean, I think in reality I could probably... Well, no, he hasn't actually gone his upgrade to the basic knights. I think if I fought that, I might have gone fucked up. Because Skaven just keep coming back, you know? Like, they break easy, but they come back. And that's the fucking end. Defensive Alliance, we've united shit. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or whenever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Positive affirmations. Your time, view, like, subscription, comment, whatever you do give me means the world to me. It validates my stuff, motivates me to go further, get better. So thank you for your time at a minimum. If you're listening to this, you're the GOAT.